Hello, YouTubers. Today is the second in a series called Nations That Want Our Help and is about the Philippines. The Philippines is generally considered the most pro American country in the world, but the relationship started off a bit rocky. How we developed such a strong relationship with the Philippines should serve as an example to how foreign policy should be conducted. Current relations, however, highlight some of the challenges that we face globally. Spain ceded the Philippines to America in the Spanish-American War in 1898. Shortly thereafter, America replaced the military government in the Philippines with a civilian government. Filipinos revolted against the American-backed government, leading to a period of instability and conflict. After Japan invaded the Philippines, American and Philippine forces recaptured the island, and then America recognized Filipino independence. Since then, the United States has had strong military agreements with the Philippines. One of the first agreements was a 99-year lease on a number of Philippine military bases that gave the United States authorities virtual territorial rights. 4 years later, in 1951, the United States signed a mutual defense contract, which was followed by the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement in 2014. Additionally, the United States has done countless military exercises with Filipino forces, and the United States has done significant trade and investment with the Philippines. During the Obama administration, relations soured between America and the Philippine governments. The Filipino president, Rodrigo Duterte, did not like Obama at all. Duterte is a conservative that started an even stricter war on criminality and drugs than Ronald Reagan. Because of this, Obama commended the Philippines for their vibrant democracy, but stated that one of their long-standing ties was commitments to democracy, human rights, and the rule of law. For this, Duterte called Obama a son of a whore. Duterte has also tried to end military cooperation with the United States and develop stronger ties with China, who's been trying to exert influence in the region. Thankfully, the people of the Philippines continue to trust in the United States, despite Duterte's attempts to grow closer to China. One of the few bright spots of Trump's foreign policy has been to improve relations with the Philippines. To be fair, he didn't have to do much other than to not be Obama. Following his election, however, Duterte said he will stop his quarrels with the United States. The Trump administration, in return, stated they will continue to aid the Philippines. And now, Duterte has done a complete turnaround on China and is strongly encouraging the United States to declare war on China because of Chinese expansion in the South China Sea. Duterte stated, "I have a proposal. If America wants China to leave, and I can't make them, I want the whole 7th Fleet of the Armed Forces of the United States of America there. When they enter the South China Sea, I will enter," he said, "and then I will ride with the American who goes there first. Then I will tell the Americans, okay, let's bomb everything." He said this just last July. Now, you might think this is Duterte being a warmonger, but I'm not so sure. Filipino lawmakers are concerned that their country could be dragged into a war with China because they think America will declare a war on China. To this concern, Duterte responded last March that America said, "We will protect you. We will. Your backs are covered, I'm sure. But the problem here is any declaration of war will pass Congress. And you know how bullshit America's Congress is." And it was a few months later that Duterte made these warlike statements where he encourages the United States to bomb China. It may be that Duterte sees a war with China coming and is smart enough to realize the Philippines would be one of the first battlefronts. A Chinese invasion of the Philippines could lead to a massive slaughter of Filipinos, a slaughter that could be prevented if the United States attacked China first. So, what can we learn about our relationship with the Philippines? One, that putting the government that we want in a foreign land only leads to conflict and revolution. This is what we did to the Philippines until World War II, when we finally recognized their independence. We might have won the colony from the Spanish, but it was through recognizing their independence, enacting strong defense pacts, and through investment in their country that we won the approval and respect of the Filipinos. Two, our relationship with the Philippines highlights the challenges we face globally. Unlike many nations, the people of the Philippines largely trusts America. However, the Filipino government is a bit more skeptical. Filipino lawmakers and Duterte likely recognize that American imperialism will eventually lead to war with the biggest threat to American imperialism, namely China. Like many nations, this leaves the Philippines between a rock and a hard spot. That is, choosing China or choosing America. As always, I welcome your comments. If you like my analysis, please show your support by subscribing. Thanks for your time.